1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey guys, it's Danielle, and so today I'm going to be showing you the back to school supplies that I bought. Obviously I'm in university, so the things that I'm buying might be slightly different than what you would need for high school or even like elementary school, but these are the things that as a first time almost teacher, gonna get there soon, person, individual, student, I do have some things and tips and tricks about university and things that I particularly like to do going into classes. So I really hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, so first off, I'm gonna talk about placement, particularly because in my program, elementary teaching, we have a placement, and this is the first, oh, my shirt is falling off my shoulder, and this is the first year that I'm going to be having a full-on placement, meaning I'm going to be actually teaching lessons and working with the kids and things like that. So super nerve-wracking, but should be good, should be good. So in order to do so, there are some things that I do need. First off being a journal. Now for my program, the profs that we have recommend that we have a journal so we can write down things that we liked of the day, just a couple notes here and there, because every week we have to give in a 2-page report on how we felt about our experience and just a reflection overall. So for my notebook, I got this from Walmart, super affordable. Obviously, like for a notebook, I'd say it's expensive, but from other notebooks I've seen at Staples and things like that, it is definitely more affordable. So this was $12. Now I know for some might seem like a big purchase, which I'm not gonna lie, I felt kind of the same way just because school supplies is so expensive already, having so many other things. So this was kind of a splurge, but I do really love it and I think it's gonna get, you know, well used. And also I don't think it's only gonna work for this year, but I think probably most of my placements are gonna go into this, be it 3rd, 4th, 5th year, it doesn't matter. So this is the notebook I got. It's super cute. It just has like a kind of almost floral pattern on it, and it's gold and shiny. It's by Think Ink, and it has this like band on it, so you could either use it as a place mark or just keep it so that your pages stay closed. And it's a hardcover, so you know it's gonna last forever. I want to keep this for, you know, my first year actually teaching. Now, also for placement, this is something that not only for placement, but also a uni tip, are these. These are file folders. This one I'm going to be using, and this is the uni tip, this one I'm going to be using for previous classes. So for example, if in first year I had a psychology class that I thought was super interesting and there's materials I want to keep, instead of keeping the binders, which I've done in the past, this is going to be a much better way to organize your materials. So inside they have, which you can barely see because it's transparent, kind of organizers and little pockets all the way through. Oh, there you go, now you can see them. See this? Anyway, so it has little files all the way through, and then that way you can keep previous classes in one place, and whenever you're, because obviously I don't need a filing unit yet because that's kind of intense, seeing that, you know, it's just for school. So I really like these. This is fantastic. So I got this one because it's nice and colorful. And then I got another one for my placement. And the reason why I'm doing placement specific is because for placement, because I'm doing lesson plans, I do want to keep these lesson plans and I want to keep the materials with it so I can use these lessons in the future, what went right, what went wrong, things I can tweak, that kind of thing. So to do so, I'll use sticky notes in order to edit the materials, but you know, everyone knows what sticky notes look like. So I bought some sticky notes, and then I also got this one. This one's definitely more heavy duty, and when you open it up, oh, I can open it. Inside, this one has a zipper pocket, which I really like. So whenever you have smaller materials, be it stickers or anything like that, like that's a great spot to put them in. And then as well, it has this kind of hard plastic spot as well. And what I have in here are from a class that I had, which was children's literature. So I'm keeping some of the books from that class to kind of add to my future classroom library is my thought. And then in here it also has files. Yeah, this one you can definitely see better. It has those little label file things, dividers. And right now I just have my first year stuff from the first lesson plan I ever did. And that one I actually haven't done in front of a class yet. This is just a practice one. So I wanted to keep it because I really liked some of these worksheets that I had created for it and things like that. So that's gonna be great to keep kind of as a teacher portfolio. And this will be nice for when I'm starting my first year. I have some lesson plans already backed up and ready to go, and I know that they'll work and that kind of thing. Obviously, binders, super important. I am a binder person. I know some people are not. I have friends that use only their laptop. I have friends that only use notebooks, things like that. I am always a binder person. I don't know why. I feel like it's more secure that way. I really like them, and I feel as if I can keep more than one class in a binder, which is obviously ideal. Whereas notebooks, I tend to almost like having a notebook per class. But this year I'm gonna try doing a little bit of notebook and binder. We'll see. I usually just do binder and paper, but we're gonna try it out. So for my binders, I got these from Staples. I love them, I think they're so cute. These are 1.5 inch binders. You can barely see on camera, oh my gosh. Okay, there you go, now you can see the colors. So I got pink, purple, and blue. You can see the colors better like this, there you go. So those are the colors there. And these are, yes, as I said before, 1.5 inch, and each binder has their own notebook. So for the blue binder, I got a purple 5-star notebook. I really like the 5-star notebooks. They have lots of pages, good quality pages. They fit in a binder if you're a binder person, and also they have a little envelope in the front. So that's great for, you know, subjects and things like that. And then when you open the first page, again, you can barely see, but I do have my class schedule on here that I wrote out, which I think is definitely useful. What I like to do for the first coming into school is I create my schedule in a kind of timetable format on just a piece of paper in front of one of my notebooks or two of my notebooks, just so that I know exactly what classes I'm going to, that kind of thing, because I do find the first weeks of school to be a little stressful. My brain doesn't know where I'm going, generally speaking, because I'm a little bit in the daze. So definitely would recommend doing that. Each class is gonna have a syllabus whenever you're in university, and which is essentially the course outline. It's gonna break down what's coming up, the dates of particular projects, things like that. Maybe the prof will change it as the year goes on, who knows? But for the moment being, what I like to do, I have yet to actually go into my classes. So what I like to do is I go into my classes, I then buy my books, because sometimes the profs will list books they're not actually needed. I had a bio class that they said, yeah, actually don't worry about getting the book, no problem. So, you know, it's all dependent on the prof. So if you're gonna be buying books, maybe hold off if you can. So yeah, I'm going in my first classes today. I don't have my books purchased yet, but that's just a thought. It's how I do it. Maybe your school is more pressured when it comes to books and things like that, I don't know. But that is a thought for those who are kind of coming into first year. Just because I know for first year, particularly for university, you tend to be kind of freaked out and you want to buy everything super in advance, and then realize later on, oh my gosh, I just spent like, you know, $600 on books and I didn't need half of them, you know. So it's something to think about, but to go through all your syllabus and create your own calendar. I like to go on Microsoft Word, print off my own calendar, and in that calendar on my computer, I will go through all my syllabus, you know, for each class, and then I'll pick out the dates that are important. That way I can put it on my fridge and I can look at my calendar every single day. If something changes, I can cross it out with a pen, no problem. And then that way as well, I know what's coming up. So, okay, this week I have nothing really going on other than, you know, readings, things like that. But okay, in 2 weeks I have a big paper I need to start on. Okay, let's do that now. That kind of thing. So you can organize according to when you have the most free time. Now I only have 5 classes, but I did buy 3 binders just because I don't know which classes will be, you know, more material heavy and vice versa. Also, based on how my timetable goes, I have 2 classes back to back in the morning one day and then only 1 at night, and then another day I have 2 back to back just in the afternoon. So by having 3 binders, I can bring just the 1 binder for that 1 class that's later in the night, and then I have, you know, my back to back classes in single binders as well. That's why it's just easier to bring 1 binder to class rather than bringing 2 if they're back to back classes, you know, if you have the space to do so. So for my other 2 binders, I'll just show you the notebooks that I put inside them. So for the purple one, I have a black 5-star, and then here, the pink one has white inside. So in regards to pens that I really like the gel pens by Bic. These are the Velocity Gel, and I also have some black ones, and the black ones are just the Paper Mate Gel. And then in here I also have just a couple you know, like Sharpie markers, things like that, but these generally are all my pens. It seems excessive, I know, but I go through pens like no tomorrow. It's ridiculous because I write all my notes. And now moving on to color, because I like to color coordinate my notes, be it definitions or important things or writing on top of, you know, notes I already had because the prof's explaining something similar or blah blah blah. I like to color coordinate. So I have a bunch of colored pens, or colored marker pens. I love these so much. And I know some people don't. That's fine. I really love them. These are the Papermate Flare. They look like this. There we go. Oh my gosh, half a lifetime later. They look like this. And that's the tip of them there. Yes, so I really, really love these. I find them excellently pigmented. They last for like ever. I go through them like crazy, obviously, because I'm writing all the time, but I really love them. I got them in essentially every single color. You can get them in a pack of, I think, 12, and you can also get them in a pack of 24. I got the 24 and half a pack of 12. I ended up finding a pack that I didn't end up using last year, but I really, really like those. And also these are the Sharpie Ultra Fine Point and Permanent Markers. I really like these. When it comes to things that need permanent marker, I prefer having a finer point. Okay, so that is it for the day, guys. I really hope you liked this video. I know it was probably a little bit long. I tend to ramble when it comes to school things, just because I feel like there's so much going on all the time when it comes to school. But yeah, if you guys liked this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, comment down below what you want to see next, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye! Shoo! Bye! Oh my gosh, 19 minutes. Oh, it's gonna be such a mammoth edit.